Hey there boys and girls, Liqtech here and welcome back to another Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. So today I want to talk a little bit about smurfing, what it is and what I think about it. Reason for that is because in the last video about the matchmaking fix, my possible idea for it, people were asking me about it and they had a couple of questions which I'm going to answer now. So first of all, what is smurfing? A smurf is someone that on purpose is getting a lower rank than what he's actually capable of. So for example, right now I'm a DMG. If I would on purpose now get a second account on which I am a silver 1, that would be total smurfing, because then I would be of course actually a lot higher ranked than the actual rank that I have in game. This is basically what smurfing is. A smurf then of course is the person that is smurfing or that is using that second account. Another thing is that today smurfing is oftenly just, or better said, commonly referred to as a second account in general. So if someone's talking about a smurf account, it might just be his second account. It's just kind of like, it kind of faded and mixed those two. So, are there any good smurfs? There are, of course, also good smurfs. Usually you just don't really notice them because they're like, just with a lot of things, you're more likely to see the negative sides of stuff because you're actually not seeing the good sides, if you know what I mean. There are of course good smurfs. They usually just play and you normally most of the time don't even know that they're smurfing. Of course there are also bad smurfs, which is usually the term smurf is kind of referred to and kind of describing, which is also often called a toxic smurf or douchebag. Those are people that are, again, getting a lower rank in order to just play against lower skilled players in order to beat them, and usually they have a really bad attitude. They're always saying like easy skins, easy life, easy game. They're just really rude and they're not very nice people, and no one really wants to play with them. And yeah, so since they're smurfing, they're actually not hacking and not griefing, in which case the VAC system or the Overwatch system can't really do anything about it, which is why smurfing is kind of a common problem. Now, why do people smurf? As I've already said, when you're playing at a lower rank and you're actually a higher rank, of course you're going to dominate the enemy team. You're just run around, one-dig everyone, and they do it to feel superior, which is again kind of a bad thing because those people, and that's another problem. It just again messes up the ranking system because those people don't stand a chance. And many people, they actually say, well, aren't smurfs good for lower skilled people so they can train harder and get better? No, like, you can improve by playing against people at your rank or slightly higher. If someone is a lot better than you, you're just getting wrecked without having a chance at all. That's why the matchmaking system is there, in order to have people at around your skill level in order to improve. If the skill gap is too big, there's no chance for the other one to do anything about it. And this is something that really should be considered. Another thing is, of course, with the higher ranks like Supreme and Global, there are more hackers than with all the previous ranks. And people say, well, they're smurfing because they don't want to play at those high ranks against hackers. Which is a problem, I agree with that, but again, Valve has stepped up the game quite a bit. I don't say that there are no hackers anymore, but there are a lot less hackers than there used to be because they're just pumping all those whack waves every now and then. And because of that, there are a lot less people actually, like, at least for me, I have encountered a lot less hackers. There are still hackers, I'm not saying there are none, but just keep that in mind. And also think about, like, how you're treating other people when you're smurfing. There's nothing bad if you just want to play with friends and you can queue with them because you're too high skilled, so just getting a second account with a low skilled player to play with your friends, that's totally fine, that's totally key. Just be nice and give the other players a chance. These are the good smurfs. You usually don't recognize them because they're not being douchey and they don't want to feel superior. They just want to play with their friends, and that's a good thing. And that's also when people ask me, don't I smurf because I have a second account? In my case, it's actually just a second account. I am actually ranking it up on purpose. I'm not down ranking it so I can play against lower skill people. I want to rank it up also. So this account for me is mainly for everyone that watches me on YouTube to add me there to play with me. And that's about it. So yeah, that's what I think about smurfing. I don't think it's good. I think many of the claims are not actually, like, I'm not buying that. Just think about the other players when you're doing that, because it really can mess up the game for them. And just think about when you were at a lower skill level and someone else was just wrecking you completely and you were actually thinking they were hacking, but they were actually just smurfing. So it's not nice. This is my take on it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section down below and I will answer them in case it was unclear at some point, because I would love to clear anything up that wasn't very clear. Also, you can check out other videos. They should pop out on the left and right side right now. But I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's go flicker out.